Ruchim habayim b'shem Adonai. Yivdu et Adonai b'simcha bo lefanav b'hinana. Mi'adi al hakol, mi'baruch al hakol, mi'gadol al hakol. Hu yivarech et hechatan v'chala. We rejoice that Don and Michelle join in marriage in the presence of God and loved ones. O most awesome, glorious, and blessed God, grant your blessings to the bride and groom. Surrounded by loved ones whose joy and prayers are with you here, you stand at this very artfully decorated chuppah, symbol of the Jewish home. May your home be a shelter against the storm, a haven of peace, a stronghold of faith and love. And may every prayer that's said here today carry with you in your heart and in your home. And we begin by singing together, and I forgot to check and see if it's in the book or not, but if it is, and you can join in Shehechianu, the blessing for just thanking God for arriving at this moment in time. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who gives us life, who sustains us, and who has enabled us to reach this moment in time. Michelle and Don, breathe. Really, breathe. Take a breath. Take a moment to take in this moment. Forget what you saw or heard about precipitation this morning. It is a glorious day in the Skagit Valley. Stan and Evie, Donald and Pat, Yocheved, Stephanie, Stacy, and their families. Your family surrounds you in the holiness of this moment. Just take a look here. Look at all of these folks who love you and are present with you this day. Don and Michelle, look at each other. This is so bashert. This is meant to be. It's a good thing, Don. He's still looking. I'll give him another moment. It's a good thing that you are no stranger to personal ads. Michelle loved your ad in The Stranger, and here we are. We praise and thank the Holy One of Blessing for this moment in time. May we live it richly and with the deepest cognizance of its precious and fleeting qualities. You are consecrating your love this week when the Jewish world opens the Torah to Parashat Ki Tetzei and reads some of the most crucial rules that shape our faith. You shall not subvert the rights of the stranger or the fatherless. You shall not take a widow's garb in pawn. This, along with other commandments in this parasha, such as our obligation to provide food for strangers, widows, and orphans, are recurrent themes in Torah regarding the innate dignity of people on society's margins. Of course, Michelle, that is what your life's work is all about. Not only providing for the material and spiritual needs of your clients throughout our community, but also conducting your business in such a way that the most vulnerable in our community connect with their own sense of humanity. When Don talks about the many things that drew him and draw him to you, he reflected on the enormous communal-wide respect you have attained for the work you do with survivors of domestic violence, and about the spirit that guides that work and suffuses your relationship. It's fairly easy to read the Torah's instructions and make that connection between their message and your work, Michelle. But Dawn, I see not only how you are, but who you are in the world and in your relationship with Michelle. And know that you possess within you that same spirit for protecting the vulnerable, and it suffuses your relationship. Michelle expresses such a deep sense of your goodness, compatibility, your great energy. You're smart, funny, and everyone here knows that you are a mensch. This chuppah symbolizes the Jewish home you are choosing to build together. It is and will be your haven, your safe place that you create for one another. In your Jewish home, you will enable each other to realize your own innate dignity. Your relationship works so well because you are both so open with one another and concerned with the dignity of the other. You're also both very funny. Dawn, I think it shows great character and sense of humor that you were so understanding when you and Michelle went to the courthouse to obtain your marriage license and she accidentally brought you into the prosecutor's office. Old habits. Another sign that you two are highly compatible, your two-story house arrangement. And Dave, I don't get that, but it works for you. You clearly enjoy one another and make each other the better person. You each agree that the periodic stress involved in organizing the day only affirmed the rightness of this sacred relationship. You both have strong Jewish identities. As partners in marriage, I've encouraged you a lot, I'll encourage you still, to deepen your commitment to Jewish living, connecting with and attending your local shul, observing Shabbat and Jewish communal holy days, giving tzedakah, and increasing your Jewish knowledge will only deepen and strengthen the bonds between you. Dawn, in our last meeting, you reflected so wisely about how much emphasis goes into planning events, and often the event just goes by. Michelle, for you, there is just a teeny angst about being the center of attention. Yet here you stand together, following Jewish tradition, allowing those who love you most to acknowledge the awesomeness of your kiddushin, your holy partnership. May you stay in this moment as long as you can and hearken back to it for decades to come as a source of strength and joy, as now we continue this ceremony.